Hi, everybody. I'm Holly Celiano. Today is Friday, February 28th, 2025. I know people have commented that they don't like me reading notes, but I take a lot of notes and I want to make sure I get the information correct. So I am going to read from the notes. So the CIA and the MIA, they spent decades working on hollowing out our institutions. And it was an infiltration from within. And they always said the best way to take down America is to infiltrate from within. And that's exactly what they did. And they realized there was no way in Trump's first term that they could have removed all these infiltrators. There was just way too many. And it was in every organization. So they needed Trump to go in the shadows, which he did, and Biden took over, which woke up the normies. And Trump and team went to work behind the scenes, and that's where Doge came in to uncover all the corruption and all the theft of the money that they were taking from the US taxpayers. And they realized that there's no way if Trump had won in 2020, he would have been destroyed. Um, so he came back stronger than ever. I mean, Biden did serve a purpose in waking people up. And as painful as it's been to sit and wait this long, there was only one shot to get this right. They tried to do it in 9/11, and that is when they blew up the World Trade Center. So they have to do this. It has to be right so that this never ever happens again in our history. And we are seeing that there's no way we could have RV'd in the first term. It's so obvious right now what's being done. And it's all based on gold. I mean, this really, it's a gold RV is what we are going to be witnessing. And you can see that happening now. So in 1933, the US declared bankruptcy and they pledged every single citizen as collateral for the debt. Yep, you heard that right. Gold was confiscated and the debt based monetary system was started. And we have been encouraged to become consumers and to buy and get in more and more debt. And they make money on our debt because every time you sign a loan or you sign for a credit card or a mortgage, you are collateral. And they just keep taking out of your Sesta QV trust and you keep paying. So, we're seeing now is other countries are sending their gold to the US. UK is doing that right now. It's because of the tariffs that Trump may enact. They're sending their gold here to mitigate the risk of these tariffs. So there's two things going on. One is a tactical, the gold revaluation. The US will revalue its gold and creates a bank deposit to buy down gold. And then there is the strategic, and that is to go back to a gold system. So you need to change the currency system to settle deficits in gold and then turbocharge the economy. And that's really what we are witnessing is happening. So they want a surplus of dollars in gold instead of treasury bonds, and that they were encouraging treasury bonds through the decades. No, it's going to be a surplus of dollars in gold. And they're going to do a global trade in gold. And our debt is so high, it's a national security threat. So they need to really take care of that. And we are seeing that with Doge uncovering all the waste that's been done by all these organizations and institutions. And they're being very aggressive with what needs to be done. So we're going to see tariffs. Most likely, we will see low income taxes to no income taxes at all. European countries are not even accepting our fiat currency anymore. So some things were going to be are like markers for what we're looking for. And that is when they do the audit of the gold at Fort Knox. We're seeing an RV of the gold. We haven't had an official announcement of that. We're looking for things to be tokenized in gold. We're looking for the XRP litigation to be over and Iraq to have a new rate out. And then on March 4th, Trump has a very historic State of the Union, not quite State of the Union. I don't know what they're really calling it, but for lack of better words, a State of the Union that's mandatory for all congressional members. And it's supposed to be very historic and will catapult us forward. And most likely, in my opinion, I think he will announce a new asset backed currency for the US or gold RV or some sort of announcement along those lines, along with a whole bunch of other things that we're not quite privy to what's going to go on. So, based on that, March 4th really is a marker to see us move forward with what we are looking for. There's a lot of things that have been done behind the scenes that I cannot talk about, but it is moving this forward. So I would say this week coming up should be a very monumental week of where we're at, and we should see things moving much more quickly this coming week. So I will be back next Friday and update you. And obviously, if anything changes between now and then, I'll come back sooner and let you know where we're at. But things are looking really good. So hang in there, everybody. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.